Da 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 da. Here we are. Let's see here. This is Panic at Station 2891. We're going to bring Yuki into this mess today. She has 6 hit points, which is awesome. Also awesome, she only needs to rescue 4 victims, and her power, on top of lowering the horror for additional rescued victims, she gets to play a copy of the guard card as if it was in her hand. That is sweet. Let's get going already here, since everything should be set up. I have never seen in 6 or 7 plays of this killer in location the ski-dozer keys, so that's cool. That's cool. I can't wait to give that a try. That lets me drive around on the outside, and one other thing. You can blow a hole, you can crash it into the lab. A 2-way radio, well, you start with one of those, which is really good for moving victims around the board. Something I never mentioned and never crossed my mind until a little bit later after my last play, the one that was recorded, was that you could use that to move like the infected victims around, right? Like they're still victims, so you can call them over and a flamethrower over to where you want them to be, which means the laboratory is way more useful than I thought. They must have figured that out in playtesting, that you need to be able to use the lab a lot and move those guys around, otherwise you're in trouble. So I'm just going to throw these guys out here on the table, see where they land, because they need to be in like a random spot. We need our setup card for that. So, and then you get a test kit, you get a test kit, and you get a test kit, and you get clear the grounds. So we start here in the radio room. I'm just going to shimmy these guys on over a little bit to their closest place, and then we can get started here, right? 2 in the rec room, 2 right outside the commander's. In fact, speaking of the commander's hut, when I finished recording the last video of this with Kate, I remembered there was something odd about the indoor-outdoor situation in the FAQ. And if you look at it, the very top thing says the definition section of the feature film rulebook that comes with the Series 2 bonus features box is incorrect. And so my mistake, I assumed they fixed it because they knew it was a mistake. Well, they didn't, and the PDF is still on their website, which is where I got this graphic from. So that was worthless. Basically, the only thing that happened was I didn't panic the red guy down here on like turn 1 or 2 of the game. The red guy should have panicked out probably. I mean, it's only a 1 to 2 to get out of there, so it probably wouldn't have happened anyway. But that didn't happen because what I read was wrong. But if you look at the FAQ, it is clarified, and what you have, what comes with your game is correct. This is accurate. They reworded it, and it makes sense, and it's accurate. So the FAQ is correct. That is right. They fixed that on the Google Doc they have, but the rest of that was wrong. So I'll just have to remember that if that ever comes up again. And let's see here. We're done with setup, I think, right? Nope, 1 in the kitchen. 1 in the kitchen, 1 there, 2, 1, 1, and 1. And let's pull an event card. Oh, cool! Right? Chow time. The victim nearest to the kitchen is now the chef. What color is that? White? Okay, so that guy's the chef. That's sweet. The victim nearest the kitchen is now the chef. During upkeep, if you and the chef are in the kitchen, take either heal 1 or -1 horror if the chef is killed, +2 horror, though. Okay, well, maybe it's not that good. So we'll see. We'll see. I think we need to get the chef out of there, but I love me some -horror. Okay, let's get started. I think we're ready to roll. Let's move. Let's just hit the ground running this time, right? Rather than standing around. Let's see what happens. We have 1 success on a walk. So that's going to cost us 1 time. We can move 1 space. Let's just come down here, this jerk. If we get 2 successes on our second walk here, we have a choice to make. Do we go hang out in the kitchen? Well, it won't matter. Or go to the lab and try to expose somebody immediately. Man, I don't actually know what the best course of action is here, but I'm going to do it. We're going to leave the chef alone. I can move that guy further away from the chef. And then we can attempt we got a lot of, those are the wrong dice. We could attempt to focus just to lower the horror just in case things get out of control. Dang it. All right, well, there goes short rest and weak attack for 1 success on a focus, -1 time, -1 horror. There we are. We have 4 times. So what do we do? Do we take 2 sprints so that we can get around this place? I think so. I think so. All right, now. No, we take 1 sprint and 1 close call for 3. That leaves us 1 time, And let's use that one time to use our two-way radio to move this guy here with the there. I just realized how close these guys are to being able to escape, and I don't want Frostbite to kill them all. So it's going to be a little rough these first turns, but if we can evacuate or get 3 people on the airplane anyway, or on the helicopter, I mean, at the cost of a two-way radio, we can get another two-way radio. That's cool with me. All right, so reset that to 6. These should all be free cards. Where are we at here? Killer phase. There's no active killer, so we're going to draw a terror card. Oh no, someone is destroying the tests. Great. Discard the test kit from the search place closest to me. So I am 1, 2, 3, 4 away from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from there. 1, 2, 3, 4 away from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, and 3 are going to be the supply closet. Let's just see here. 4. So that means the commander's hut loses its test kit. That's a bummer. Oh man, 1 normal victim within 2 spaces of that place is also killed. So this person is killed, bloodlust will go up. They're not killers, so I don't think anybody's going to panic during the panic phase except for them, right? Since they're not technically killers. So that was that. Let's do panic phase. We got 1 for black. So 1, 2, and 3, cool. He moved into the lab, he, she, or it. Gray went to 4, which is where 4 and 6 now in the supply closet, and red went to 3. 3, 4 go that way, it looks like. Okay. All right, well, there's that. Now we do upkeep phase, nothing to do. Back to us. Wow, we don't have a lot going on here, do we? So, I don't mind. Let's just see what happens. I kind of don't mind spending some good effort to lower our horror. I'm not so sure I want to give up a sprint for it, though. Wow. So we have the gamble. We either let it stand as it is and we go into next, we only have 5 time, or we burn close call and try to push our luck, or we play close call and sprint to give us 2 successes, which almost was kind of just like banking the extra time from last time since we paid 2 for it, and we're going to get 2 back. Well, I guess close call. So we turned 3 into 2. I think that's, okay, we're doing that. We're going to do, say, 2 successes on our 1 focus, and for good reason, I think, right? We can keep the horror low. We like that. And now we can spend 3 time, boom, be at 5. We can use the two-way radio 3 times. There's nothing that says I have to use it only once per turn. I just can't use it on the same victim in the same turn. So now we're out of a two-way radio, but these 3 people are now on the helicopter. So we'll load them up, right? I mean, we're not moving around a lot, but I think that's why, you know, the two-way radio exists in this location, is that you're going to be doing so much running around, you can't always be running outside to get these people there. So, I mean, that gets us there, and we still have 5 time and all these free cards to take back. So I think one of those cards should be Fly Faster, see if we can get home. And, do we take a distraction and a close call for 4 points? I think so. I mean, I can sit here all day and do nothing, right? Why not? We can rescue people, power ourselves up, and then... Well, that's not how this map works. We don't know who to kill yet. Okay, so they are going to draw a terror card. It just absorbed them if there is... no, mutated organism in play. Panic, all exposed victims. Okay, so 6 for this guy. He's stuck in the closet. 3, 1, let's see, 3, this guy stays there. The only way out of the lab is a 4, 5, and 6. And then red 5 goes inside the building. Okay, then +1 horror. Dang it. And nobody was killed. And then we panicked them again in the panic phase. Red 5, where do you go? You go back outside. Gray 2, you do come out of the closet. And, oh no, black goes into the hallway. That's a bummer. I wanted you to stay in the lab. Jerk. Okay, so that was panic phase. Now we're going to go to upkeep, nothing to do. Back to us. Now, we really... Do we have 1 focus? Do we have another? No, we only have 1 focus. So, we need a success on a focus. That is not a success on a focus. Oh, it's such a bummer. And then we need 2 successes on distraction. So here's weak attack and short rest for 1 success on a focus. So it's -1 time, -1 horror. And then we're going to go to, we really need distraction here to be 2 successes. Come on. Are you kidding me? All right, there goes close call. It's going to cost me 2 time to re-roll. Wow, do I even have 4 cards? I only have 2 cards. Well, if we ditch walk and walk, we do almost nothing this turn. We gain 1 time, -1 horror. I cannot believe we wasted all those dice. I need 2 successes now, though. How about 0? So 0 successes says -2 time and resolve the card again, or just -1 time. I really want to try. There's 1 success, so -1 time again, and the airship moves 1 into the air. That was a lot of waste is what that turn was. So we're going to take focus and close call. That's all we got. All right. Fly faster. Ah, that was terrible. I was really hoping for a lot more good to happen. Terror card. Discard the test kit. Oh no. From the place closest to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now the supply closet doesn't even have a test kit. Oh, man. And then a victim 2 spaces away from there. There isn't one. And there's no exposed killer. Jeez, man. All right, now they're going to panic. We have red 4 goes up here. Gray 4 goes back in the closet. And black 3 goes back in the lab. All right, they're just looking around everywhere. The problem is I can't move. So there's nothing to do for upkeep. We go back to me. All I can do is stand here and think really hard. Are you kidding me? So let's spend 2 time to roll close call, because that's our last card. Oh, wow, and 2 failures. That's brilliant. So when we fail that, it's -2 times. So we have 2 points going into next time, and that entire turn did us absolutely no good. So what are we going to have here? We're going to have a weak attack, a short rest, a focus, and 2 walks. So what can we spend 2 time on? Fly faster and close call. That was lame. That might be the lamest turn I've ever seen. All right, they're going to draw a terror card. If there are no victims on the board, okay, if there are any victims in your space, take a damage per victim you may defend. There are no victims in my space. In each space with at least 2 victims, and at least 1 is a normal victim. They're all spread out except for these guys. 1 normal victim is killed. There we go. Now they're all going to panic. Oh, that's such a bummer. Okay, so gray 1 gets out of the closet again. Oh no, 4 comes into the room with me for black, and red 1 is going to go down to the helicopter. Man, they're just like milling about all over. I kind of like that. I kind of like that they're just like cruising around doing their own thing. Okay, let's try this again. Let's do a focus roll. 2 dice. All we need is at least 1 success. We can't even get that. So short rest, weak attack. I mean, I have to make it happen. So -1 time, -1 horror. That gets us to the 3 dice that I've been trying to do for like 4 turns. Then we're going to do fly faster. All we need is at least 1 success. I'll take 2 though. Sweet. That's going to cost us 1 time, and the helicopter is going to deliver at the airport and go back to the air. And now these 3 people are going to go. Oh, this is cool. So +2 time puts us at 6. Take furious strike. Yeah, baby. And then move 1 space. I'm taking this dude with me to the lab. Let's get it on. All right, and then we're going to use the lab. So if you remember right, the way the lab works is you can use a test kit or the lab location to test an exposed victim. Simply bring them to the lab, then draw a test results card. Okay, and then it does not cost time. So, oh dear. I really want an exposed victim, I think, because I don't want to have the horror keep creeping up for no good reason. That irks me, right? So let's see what happens here. All right, that is as sufficiently shuffled as I can prove with only 3 cards. Safe. Okay. I kind of didn't want that to happen, though. All right, so there's that. So black is out. We're going to put this over here so that we know not to roll for panic for black. Now, we're still going. We have a bunch of walks here, so let's see what we do with a walk. If I can get 4 successes on walks, we'll be in good shape. Ooh. Well, one success on a walk, -1 time. That'll get us in the... Oh, no. In the... Well, yeah, in the hallway. Let's go grab the gray guy, I guess, and see what we can figure out there. See if we can find out if they're good or bad or otherwise. Dude. I'm going to play close call to just re-roll one die. Okay, well, one success on a walk again. That'll take... I'm going to leave this guy in the hall, and I'm going to just walk myself up in Gray's business, I think, right? Why not? That we still have the Furious Strike card, which doesn't do us any good at the moment, so I'm just going to hang on to it. We're going to take Focus back, and how do we have so much time? Was I not counting time somewhere in there? I did Weak Attack and Short Rest for a Focus. I did Fly Faster for a time. And then I walked twice. 1, 2. So we should be down to 2 time. Yeah, I think I wasn't spending time there for some reason. Okay, right? Because we did Weak Attack and Short Rest on the Focus that we had to have. That was 1 time. 2 time. 3 time. 4 time. So we're at 2 time. And then I did the free roll of 1 on that. So we're at 2 time. Let's take a sprint. Reset. All right, close call, walk, fly fast. We need to get Airwolf back on the ground too. Okay, so now we're gonna draw a terror card for these guys. Oh, what the heck? I don't even remember this one. So choose one. You know dang well I'm gonna choose the Bloodlust, and then choose one again. Panic all victims or panic yourself. This is a tough call. Like, what do I do? Do I panic myself? I'm not really where I want to be for any particular reason, but I did just pay to move there, so, oh god. Let's panic all the victims. So let's do these guys first. 4 and 3. So red is 4. 3, gray goes into the hall. Okay, and then we have 1 at a time. We'll do this guy in the hallway is going to panic a 3. Goes into the lab. That guy's going to panic a 6. Goes over here. Rec room. Panicking a 5. Into the hall. Chef panicking a 2. Going to stay put. And outside guy, 4 is going to go into the commander's hut. Okay, what else is on this card? Oh, hey, the helicopter came back, though. There we go. And then everybody outside gets a frostbite, which is this one guy right there. A bad, bad man. Look at that. Okay. All right. So that was the card. Now we got to panic these guys again. Oh, no. All right. So gray 4. Where do you go on a 4? Into this hallway. Further away from the lab than I wanted you to be. And a red 4, you go back outside into a deeper hole. Okay, so upkeep phase to us. Sprint and focus is all I've got, huh? Well, 1, 2, 3. Gosh, let's try to sprint, I guess. 2 successes on a sprint is going to cost us 1 time to give us 3 move. And if I go 1 into the hallway, 2 into that hallway, and then I go 3 back into the hallway with... Well, let's take both of those guys. So now we're back in the hallway. I mean, I guess, right? I'm just going to hang on to Furious Strike and Focus. I can't really do much. So let's just take all these back. And then we have 5 points to spend. What I want to be able to do is to walk this fool into the lab. And it's just not happening. We also don't have a radio anymore, so we can't get anybody out and about. And the only test kit we can pick up is out here in the tool shed, which is 1,000,000 miles away from us. And the place I want to be is down here. So this is all bad. And I don't want the chef to die because that'll be +2 horse. So with our 5 points, I think we buy a sprint for 2 for sure. Because now it's all about moving around, right? And then maybe we buy... Do we just buy Fly Faster and 2 close calls with 3 points just so we have a bunch of cards? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope, we can't do that. So, so with 3 points we'll buy, I guess... Maybe we buy a search for 2. and then I guess a close call for 1. Let's do that. That gives us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. All right, I have done messed up these cards now. There we are. All right, so now back to them. We're ripping through terror cards, and we got thick skin. So one of them is going to be insanely strong as soon as we pull them out. 2 for Red's Panic, which is, wow, they actually stay put, right? That's 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so that's that. And then 5 for Gray. Buddy, back in the hallway. Are you serious? Okay, so that was fabulous. So now we're gonna do. I need to make sure that this doesn't get forgotten. Okay, so upkeep and then back to us, and we are getting dangerously low on tarot cards. We have 4 here. It looks like. So we need to kick it up a notch here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 successes on a sprint will do the trick. That'll get the gray guy in the lab. Please. You know what? I don't care. It's got to be done. Short rest and weak attack. Here we go. Into the hopper. It's going to cost us 1 time to move 3. So let's go 1, 2, 3. We're in the lab with all of these people now. And we're going to do a test. Uh-oh. So Gray is now this dude and doesn't panic anymore, so I'm going to get rid of their die. This is how I'm going to remember that. Okay. And what's that guy? Is that this guy? That's this guy. Oh, this is the same guy. That's the same dude. Yeah. That's what we had last time. We had to fight that guy. Okay. So he also now has thick skin, though. Here, let's get this guy all set up. Okay, so he has thick skin. Let's get rid of his die as well. And he has what now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 hit points. Yikes. Wow, that's brutal. Okay, so let's... Oh, man, there's like no way... How do you shuffle 2 cards, right? Like, I'll just have to forget about it. Okay, so now... Well, at least now we have a killer on the board. Unfortunately, we have a lot of, like, victims in the place with us. Our helicopter is back on the ground. That's good. But we still need to figure this guy out. So here's the new plan. Do we run for our lives? That guy has too many hit points. Let's do a... I have 2 walks. Do I have a... I must have a... Oh, no. Wait. Oh, that's how I got in there. Okay, so let's do... Let's run away! Place this with the next time you... All it is extra hit points. Okay, there's nothing else special going on there. All right. Oh, dang. Okay, so let's see. How can we make... We need to get really far away from this guy. So what do we dump? 2 focus cards, I think, right? So that's 2 successes on a walk. We'll be -1 time and walk 2 spaces. I'm taking you guys out of here. That's weird the way this map is laid out, because if I can go 1, 2 to the radio room, but I can also go 1, 2 into the hallway here like that. All right, and then we're going to walk again. Oh, here we are in the same situation. I don't want to get rid of search, but I also don't want to be just hanging out here. Oh, this is stupid. But I can get into the commander's hut with a search card if I dump Furious Strike and Close Call, right? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. God, this is dumb. I'm going to do it. 1, 2. That's 2. It's going to cost me 1 time. Oh, that feels so bad. But I'm in here with a search card where a flamethrower exists, and Mr. Hit Point Boy is out here, and I wanted to get away as much as I could. So we have 3 time. Let's take a sprint and a close call, because I'm going to grab an item and then we're running out of there. Does that sound like a thing that would actually happen? No, that doesn't actually sound like a thing that would happen. Let's take a search. Oh, God. How do I, all right, how do we, How do we make this work with so few cards here? There's no way to do it because of the way it breaks down. No matter what, I'm only going to be able to buy 2 cards. The question is, what should those 2 cards be? I feel like Close Call is a must-have, and so that leaves us 2 points. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. When we were standing in that spot and that guy got exposed, these things had to happen. So he would have moved and he wouldn't need to. Horror would increase. And then he would kill somebody, which would cause that to increase. So wait a minute. We couldn't have actually ran out there yet. We couldn't do that. We could get, using the same rolls I made, we'll say 1 space away then. Like that would be the best I could do, right? Would be 1 space away. Because I would have rolled too many dice. There's no way to go back and like retcon that because I rolled as if I had 3 dice. Yeah, that's right. That would have happened the second he came out. Meaning, I wouldn't have ran outside knowing that. I would have ran to the kitchen. That's the only way I can fix that. That is a shame. Right? That is a shame. So if we have only... Oh, I already... Right, that way it keeps our time the same. I just have to chalk that. We'll put a little asterisk next to this one because there's no way to fix that. Because of the cards that I had. We'll just have to play it as it was. Because I can't go back and fix all those cards I discarded and whatnot. I just don't have a way to go back in the video and fix it real quick. So the best thing I can say is instead of moving, we moved 2 spaces here, let's say, and then 2 here, that we only made that last roll. Well, they were walks, right? So we know what they were. I just don't know what my time would have been. Oh, I spent a sprint to do it. Right? That's right. So if we were at 6, no, we can fix this. So we were in the hall. We used sprint to go 1, 2, 3. That's easy to fix. Okay, so wait a minute. Hold on here. I don't have sound effects. So sprint would have put us here. There was another victim in the space with us, though, that then woke up and got killed, and that would have only cost us 1 time. That's right. And so we have this now. So now we're good. Okay, my bad. Okay, so now what do we do? Knowing that we only have 2 dice. That changes things because we have 2 focuses we could roll now that I would have ditched before, right? Okay, so let's do that. Let's do... right? So there's we can't get rid of the walks because we need them, right? Because we know we're trying to get out of here now. So let's play... And as bad as I want the search and the focus, I need this one to succeed. So there's a search and a focus to give us 1 success. Yeah, okay, that's fixable. -1 time, but -1 horror again puts us back into 3 dice. Now we're going to try to walk again. That gives us 1 success, and then a pay for if we want it. Let's just re-roll one of these dice and see what happens. Fail, of course, so we can pay, let's pay, I guess, Furious Strike and Close Call for 2 successes on a walk. So it's going to be -1 time, 2 successes on a walk. We're going to go 1, 2 into the hallway here, and then that leaves us 1 single walk card, which I really hope we can get at least 1 success on. How about 0, like we're so used to? So if I take 0 successes, we can move up to 1 space, so you and me are going to go see the chef. We can take 1 damage and -2 time. Yeah, I mean, that's the best I could do. Okay, so we have 1 point. All that's out there is a fly faster. And we have nobody on the thing anyway, so wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was all I could do to save my butt and get out of there, I guess. Search, sprint, put all these back. Yeah, that was not great, I'm sorry, but there's just nothing I can do. And next turn's going to be awfully boring too, so let's go to them. So now, that guy's going to stand there and swing and miss. And then we're going to draw... What supplies are in the chopper? If the helicopter's at the station, it is. And you are on an outdoor space. I am not. You may take 2 Random item cards. Okay, so I can't do that. Then we pull an event. Oh, and during upkeep. Oh, so that doesn't happen yet. Well, we'll see what happens here. Someone pulled the fire alarm. You and all victims in the main building panic. You may spend 2 time to keep yourself from panicking. You know what? That's so garbage, because if the chef panics out of there, all that was a waste. You, right? Like, I should have ran outside because I would have gotten, 2 free items from the chopper. You and all victims in the main building panic. You may spend 2 time to keep yourself. I guess we're just all going to panic, right? So the only victims in here, because this guy's a killer, and he's not in the main building, so this guy will roll first. 3. Goes over here. Now we're going to roll the yellow guy. 4. You're coming out. We're going to roll the chef. Stay put, buddy. Nope, into the hallway, of course. And then we're going to roll for me. Oh, yeah, we were here, right? And then roll for me 4. I'm out in the hallway 2 now. Okay, yeah, because of my focus card. All right, so that sucks. All right, so what else happens now? So then the killer is going to target me. Oh, my God. The killer is going to target me and walk. I got to line this card up right. There we go. 1 space towards me. So the hallway up here is closest. And then target somebody in the hallway, which there's nobody, and swing and miss. Then there's no helicopter here, but then frostbite is going to happen, and the only person outside is frostbite. And if I remember right, frostbite token or lose 1 health if they already have frostbite. So this guy now dies, and remember, oh, well, potentially something happens there. Okay. Oh my word. All right, so what happens here? If a victim is let's see, mutated organism death, and the final, if one of the mutated organism loses its final health, there's at least, it's exposed. If, let's see, test kits, lab, it's on here somewhere. If the exposed victim is safe, let's see here. If this test was initiated due to an exposed victim being killed, remove it from the board, increase blood. Oh, okay. If the victim is assimilated, killed by an effect. Oh, immediately draw a test card. Oh, it says, that's what I'm looking for, is the immediately. Oh, no. So, they were assimilated. I drew the card. So what on earth does this say now? Oh my God! The token magic immediately play all the bloodless effects from the card lowest play through the important something. Okay, so oh my God, Okay, okay. So now this one becomes the red guy. I don't know. Oh, this is the super high hit point guy. That's great. So that guy's the red guy, this is the gray guy, and the super high hit point guy has less hit points than the other guy. How do we think this map is going to go, huh, from here on out? Let's see, 3, let's see, that's 5, 6, and 7. 3, 6, 7. Okay, oh my God. And then Bloodlust is already way up there, so we're going to go target victim and walk, target victim and walk. Well, let's do from the bottom up so we don't screw it up. So, closest victim is this guy. 1, 2, 3 away. 1, 2, 3, 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4 away. 1, 2, 3 away. Okay, well, either way, they're going there. Next thing is they walk 2 spaces, and they're going to do it again. So they're going to come into the hall because there's more victims there. Then we draw an event card. And then don't let me forget to raise the horror, so I'm going to do that now. Who goes there? Several scientists arrive from another station. Put 1 new victim in each outdoor space other than where the helicopter's at. Great. Fresh meat victims. Okay. Oh my God. Oh no! Okay, so then both of them are going to... Oh, this just became a lot to track. Hold on. Okay, so then both of them are going to target me and walk to me, which means they both are going to get to me. Like, there's no... So we may as well just do them at the same time, right? So they're both there. Then they're going to target victims in my space, and they're both going to attack, which also means... So yellow guy dies first, we'll say. That's going to up the bloodlust. They all heal. None of them have been hurt yet, right? 3, 4, 5, 6? No. Okay, and then... Unfortunately, the chef just got murdered, which is going to up the bloodlust again, which which ups the horror by 1, draws an event card, and then thanks to the chef card, ups the horror by 2. 1, 2. This just got real good. Okay, what's our new event card? There's been an accident in the lab. Okay, at least this one's easy. So a hole got blown in the lab. Nobody in the lab, so nobody took damage. Okay, so that one's easy. And then, this is wonderful. Frostbite to the guys who just showed up a second ago. Oh, man. You know, this started out so much better than it's going. This is... Wow. Okay, so... Oh, and it's my turn, and look what I've got, right? Okay, so now victims would panic if they're in the panic... if they're in a place with a victim... But they killed everybody, so there's nobody to panic. So now... we're going to do upkeep, and thankfully we still have a terror card or 2 on that pile, so we're good there. And I don't even know if I just completely lost track of everything. Stuff got so out of hand so fast just now. I think we're good. Alright, so then if we go to upkeep, I don't think anything happens now because I got screwed out of getting healed in the kitchen. We're only rolling 2 dice again. And there's 2 killers running around with full hit points and only like 3 or 4 terror cards at best. And all I have is fly faster and nobody on the ship. So my turn ends with me standing there going, I don't know. I'm going to take all these cards back. And spend 6 points on 2 sprints and 2 close calls. That's way too many cards probably. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So... we can't do that. We can't do that. So what if I leave a weak attack on the table? Okay, so my turn is over, and then their turn is on. So now we're going to go, this guy heals, and then this guy attacks me in the... Oh, that's right, we're going to get attacked. We can't do that. We can't do that. So all we had was fly faster, and 6 points, and then nothing. We had nothing. We had a bunch of... Yeah, we can't, because we're going to get attacked. We can't just lay down. We can't just stand there, right? So we can't play anything on our turn. So we end it with 6 or 7. I could ditch this for 7. Yeah, that's probably the better plan, right? Because then we take all of our cards back, potentially, 6 here, and we know we're about to get attacked. So do we take... I mean, at least once. We know this is going to happen, right? So do we take a retaliate for 4? That puts us at 3. And then do we take... a sprint and a close call, I guess, right, for our other 3. So we'll reset. That gives us these 3 cards, plus these 6 cards, gives us 9 cards, and we don't need fly faster. I mean, there's just, we're not getting people on the boat, right? Okay, so now they're going to go. That guy's going to heal and do nothing. This guy is then going to target me, because we're all in the same zone, and attack me, and I have retaliate, and I can roll 2 dice with it. Oh, I only took 1 close call. Come on. And they do 3 damage. But I want to hit him back hard is what it is. Well, you know what? I have a lot. Let's not play the close call. So let's do 1 success. Is reduce attack by 2. So I still take 1 damage. And then I hit back for 1 because I don't have a weapon. So we're going to take 1 off of the card. Okay. So there's that. Then they're going to draw a terror card. If there's no mutated organism in play, take a bloodlust. We're already almost at max, actually. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think it moved up from a card early on. Okay, so then, oh no, now we're in real trouble. Now they're both going to attack me. So let's have, so this guy would attack first, and then what? I don't have a guard? No, so I'm just going to straight up take 5 points. Oh no, so he's going to hit me for 2. Oh, I didn't think that was going to happen. Yeah, I can't do anything. So he's going to hit me for 2, and then this guy's going to hit me for 3, and I'm dead. Man, once they got rolling, there was just, I mean, I guess I should have probably taken a guard. I should have expected that, I guess, but what was I going to do? What was I going to do with what I had? What was coming up next? I keep expecting these guys to all die. Let's see here. No, they wouldn't. I was expecting another frostbite token. That was nasty. And then look at this. Oh, my God. Yeah, they were just on me. There's another one. Look at, oh, that was the same card twice in a row. They were just gonna be on me. There was no way to pull that off. Wow. Let's see. They had oh. Yeah, that got out of hand, huh? And here I thought, like, from the beginning, I was like, oh, you know what? Yuki's going to pull this off. She only needs to rescue 4 victims. How hard could that possibly be? The finale would have been cognitive assimilation. Okay, if there was only one. So I would have killed. If I would have killed one, and there was only one of these in play, you must discard 2 action cards at the beginning of the killer phase. If not, you lose the game. It's so fun even to lose when you're losing this. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like we were doing that bad until recently, and then it just got out of hand. But that was wild. That's a ton of fun. I love it, even getting killed. Although, you know what I don't love? I will admit to this. And this sometimes the dice want to roll poorly, and no matter what you do, I don't care what cards you play. If you roll nothing but ones, it doesn't matter how many close calls you roll. You can't play. You can't do anything, and that is very unfun. And that's the only time I get really frustrated with this game is if I can't. I mean, sometimes it happens. You roll 1s and 2s, and I don't care. You can't spend cards. You know, you can't do 3s and 4s to make them successes. And sometimes you just get stuck in a rut. The dice just don't like you. Wow, that was wild, though. That was a lot of fun. Though. I got to admit that. I had a good time. Let's see. I can't believe this. Oh, I would have been so angry. What do we have here? A flare gun, a knife, and a crucifix. We had... Where'd this come from? Did I hook it with my finger? Or was there an... Oh, that was the top of the middle one. Oh, and I shuffled a test kit in here on accident. How funny. Because... there's a fat pile of cards. Oh, these were the ones that weren't in, so I must have grabbed it. Oh, look at that. A flamethrower, a knife, an axe. Well, I would have fixed that when I found it. A test kit got in there. Lucky dice, the old revolver, the flamethrower. Oh, the 2 dogs were together. Those dogs are superheroes, man. I can't believe it. I would have been so mad, but there would have been no way out of it for me, right? Like, even if I had gotten my hands on a flamethrower, I don't know where it is now, I wouldn't have been able to do that much damage because you can only use it... Oh, I can't even find it. Why? I'm sure it's like right in front of me. Right here. You can only use it twice. This must be kept in your hand, so I had nothing else anyway. You may not have any items in your backpack. May be used once per action phase to deal damage equal to half the killer's current health rounded down, or to kill all minions in your space, right? So... I would have been able to take, 9. I would have been able to cut this guy down to size pretty quickly, but then what? I wouldn't have been able to do the rest of the damage I needed. And even if I was, there's still a second guy beating me on the back. And then on top of that, they wouldn't have died anyway. Oh, love it. All right, so that's Panic Station 2891, Final Girl, Van Ryder Games. Wow. When it started going downhill, it really picked up steam. Excellent. All right. Well, this one's a ton of fun too. And I was asked in the comments, and I'm sorry I don't have the name handy. What is my favorite feature film in season 2? It said so far, and what the person didn't know is I had been playing this, trying to get these videos together, and it's just I kept making such bad rule mistakes and trying to correct all this, and the dice actually were the biggest killer, really. Like my rule mistakes were small rules mistakes. They were like I would panic to the wrong place too many times. It's hard to see these, and that's why the game tells you to use the little cards that come with the core box. It tells you that that's going to be a thing, and for some reason I just got used to thinking that oh that's a 4, 5, and 6 to run in here. No, it's just a 6 to run into the rec room. Anyway. As far as which is my favorite, and I kid you not, I spent way too long thinking about this. I mean, like 40, 45 minutes thinking about it. And it occurred to me that it's impossible to say that because each one is so well put together that it's its own thing and incredible at it. And there's not one I can look at and be like, yeah, that one's, definitely my favorite. I love it. No, they're all great. It's the system I love. And who's to say, like, you throw... Hans into the USS Conrad and you have like Jason X, who's to say that's not the best and most fun way to play this game, right? Who's to say taking the Big Bad Wolf into Station 2891 here and so, maybe that's the best way. You have a little bit of like Predator going on, right? Or you take the Evomorph in here into this and you've got that AVP movie, right? Like there's... it's impossible to answer that. I love them all. That said, I'm a sucker for theme, and Chucky is near and dear to my heart, right? Child's Play. And we don't have a Child's Play yet, and I feel like that would go a long way with me just because, Chucky's my favorite. Big fan. Chucky, the Saw movies, Ghostface, from Scream. Lots of stuff they can still do, right? Hellraiser, Terminator. It's not a horror. I mean, it is, but it's not what you would think of when you think of horror, right? I guess. Anyway, here we are. You just watched me get slaughtered. Thanks for watching. And remember, games are made for everyone's recreation. We'll see you next time.